revealing anything. I know there's already been some leakages of stuff like that. But I mean, the only thing I can really say is that from what I've read of the script, the novel, 100% complete yet. They've really, I mean, they always try to stay loyal to the books, obviously, but this is one of the beautiful things about splitting the last book into 2 films, is that we have the freedom to actually stick to it 100% and make it as accurate as the books is. So I'm hoping that will please a lot of fans. I know a lot of people have had problems with missing bits out and adding bits in. So
you feel more the book is mixing it in?
Yeah, again, I mean, obviously I read the book a while ago now. I sort of kind of stick to the script because once you start.
So you have fun about this one?
Oh yeah. It's funny, man. For the first 2 years, I think I was the only cast and crew member that wasn't a real die-hard fan. And I'm not afraid to say that now because I am a huge fan now. On about Prisoner of Azkaban, I pretty much just started reading them solidly. And ever since then, I've been getting them 12 hours on release and sitting there. You can't not. I want to know what you want to know what's going to happen.
Yeah, what's going to happen to you?
Exactly. Well, not so much me, but I've signed up for these films. For all I know, Harry and Draco could get together. I want to make sure. That's not a big show. I hope she's not in the crowd. Someone came up to me earlier and asked me to sign. Yeah, okay, right there. Yeah, right there. A naked picture of Daniel and I. That's not a real picture, man.
Yeah, let's save that for fanfic, guys. Okay.
That never happened. I was worried if I signed it, it would put some sort of, truth behind it. It definitely doesn't. Daniel and I are strictly platonic friends. There's nothing. No confusion, please.
We'll run with that story.
Excellent.
Alright, looks like we are ready for questions.
Cool, far away. I confess I can't see you, but I should be able to hear you.
Hi, I'm Kenzie.
Hey, Kenzie.
It's my friend. Hi.
Hey.
And we have 2 questions for you.
Far away.
So, what is your craziest fan moment?
Oh, there's a few. One that sticks out is a gentleman who sent me a letter, or more of a binder of documents, in which that he had legally changed his name. This is a mid-40-year-old gentleman. He legally changed his name to Lucius Malfoy. Yeah, he had the full, and he wanted me to divorce my parents and for him to adopt me. Legally changed my name to Draco Malfoy and I guess come live in his castle somewhere, I don't know. I was very grateful that my mum declined his, I was worried she was going to get rid of me for a second, but no, yeah, I hope he's not in the audience tonight, but that did kind of freak me out a little bit, it must be said. Thank you.
My question is, what's the most embarrassing moment overall?
My most embarrassing moment of all? Do I want to share that up here? I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Thank you. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't get embarrassed too easily. I don't want to speak too soon before I say something, make up some sort of catastrophe. But forgetting lines is a bad one. There actually was when I was younger, I think it was the 2nd film, there was a line that I used to have a really bad stutter. It was a bit of a problem, and one of the lines I just could not get out. And I actually cried on set because I couldn't get this line out, man. And the first AD, the director came up to me and said, don't worry about it, man. Just, sort it out. And, the line will be in the film. It's all good, and all the rest of it. And they cut the line, so.
There's no crying in Hogwarts.
No, I learned from that mistake. Get it right or get it cut out. So yeah, that was kind of embarrassing for me.
Hi, I've got a question.
Hey.
And I'm LA Movie, and I am a big contributor to the fan fiction site. So I've got a more literary question for you.
Okay.
And knowing that you can't reveal anything from the script of the last film, but obviously you read the books now.
Of course.
Okay. Tell me, do you think Draco is redeemable as a good guy, or do you think he really has gone over body and soul to the dark side, even though he hesitated on the astronomy side?
Sure. I think the fact that he's a Death Eater sort of puts him in a bad light. I don't think I'm going to be Harry's best man at his wedding or anything like that. Equally, I was really glad there's that beautiful moment, I think, at the very end of the last book where Draco and Harry, 20 years on, have a little moment. And me and Dan have already been talking about what that moment means and what it signifies about their relationship together. And I think somewhere deep down, Draco actually wants to help Harry, and he's kind of wants to be on the right side of the train, but he doesn't have a choice. I mean, he's well and truly, he doesn't even realise it, I think, that he wants to help, he just sort of does it. There's a few moments in the last book, as you all know, that Harry saves Draco and Draco saves Harry on a couple of occasions. So there's definitely something there, but he's probably past the point of saviour, really, to be fair. I'm not sure. I think there's a glint of hope for him somewhere in the distance, but it's a very small glint.
Hello, welcome to DragonCon.
Thank you very much.
I was wondering, what was your reaction to book 7? How did you feel when you were reading it?
It was great, man. It's cool. I'm always one of those ones that say, right, pace yourself, give yourself a chapter a night, that way it lasts. Doesn't work, does it? I did it in like 24 hours straight. It was really cool. It was really nice to see how the stories have grown up in the respect that, people died, which is pretty adult in some extent, and characters that you really, got to like over the years. So I was really surprised, to be fair, at how many people get, how many people die or get maimed, get their ears taken off or whatever. I know all the cast are very excited about, losing limbs and things like that. So it's kind of cool. And obviously there was a big, I don't know if you remember, there was a big talk before about which one character was going to die, because they thought just one character was going to die, I guess, and or whether Harry was going to die, that was another one. I was kind of expecting maybe, a climatic battle in which that Harry would kill me, but it's quite the opposite. He actually saves my life, so I think I prefer it that way, that he saves me rather than killing me. Thank you. Is that Voldemort? Oh, God, it's among us. I didn't even touch the death, amazing.
Hello.
Hey.
You've done a great job in all the movies, but I think we all agree that this last movie had a lot of new complexities for you as an actor, as Draco is growing up and having to, he's becoming a Death Eater, he's having to do these horrible things.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you could talk about how you prepared for that as an actor and how mentally, psychologically you got into this more complex place in Draco's life.
Sure, that's a great question. I was terrified. I didn't think that I really was up for it at all. So much credit has got to go to David Yates for believing in me and saying from the start, I know you can do this, and I know exactly what I want from you, and I believe you can do it. And he brought me in before we started filming to have one-on-one read-throughs with Michael and Alan, which is very helpful for someone who's, terrified about doing the part, let alone terrified about doing it with some of these actors. Because, like you say, he's always been, I think, on purpose, quite a one-dimensional character in the first 5 books. So yeah, it was a completely different approach to the character. It was no longer the slimy git. It was trying to. I remember Dave, one of the first things he said was that I want to make you as, nastier than you've ever been, and yet at the same time I want to get some empathy for you. I want to get the crowd to sympathise with you, just a touch, which I think he did beautifully. So a lot of it goes down to him, I think, for that. As far as getting in weird places, most of the time we spend off camera, we spend socialising and then talking about TV or whatever, normal stuff. Whereas this film I spent a lot of the time off camera just staring at a wall or just walking around in a sort of ghost-like fashion, because David very keen on this sort of solemn, very eerie, his head's not really in with everyone else sort of thing. So it was kind of strange doing that, sort of ignoring people and just sort of walking around like a ghost. But it was good fun. I think it helped. It helped the performance at the end of the day. So again, big credit to David Yates, though, definitely. I couldn't have done it without him, without doubt.
Hi, Tom.
Hey.
I'm Stormlight Zero 2.
Oh, hey.